Hi, I'm Sharon Matten from Edible Experience Kosher Every Day, and this is Spice Packet Vlog, the movie. Hooray! Today, I'm going to show you all the ingredients required for the recipe. I'm going to take you through how to prepare them, and then we're going to fry them up in this large skillet. Ready? Here we go! For our Spice Packet Vlog, Shnitzel, we're going to need a Ziploc bag, about 2 cups of unflavored breadcrumbs, and our spice packet. As we said, Spice Packet Vlog. Now you can always make your own as I described in our Spice Packet Vlog, but I prefer to use this because it's so much easier. Now I have packages of chicken breast here, and each package has about 3 breasts in it. And we're going to cut those in half, just like I showed you in the blog. First thing we're going to do is we're going to use this handy dandy Ziploc bag, and we're going to put approximately 2 cups, which is what's in here right now, into the bag. So simple. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our handy spice packet mix and we're going to put that in the bag also. Ready? Ta-la! You could even combine your garbage into one container. We're going to close the Ziploc bag. I'm going to shake it so we combined and merged and melded all the spices and the breadcrumbs so that it's this beautiful mix ready to be used when we cut our schnitzel up to be fried. See you in a minute. Hi, we're in the meat department of my kitchen where we're going to be starting to work on the chicken breasts. Now I'm wearing rubber gloves, disposable ones, so that I avoid spreading the bacteria that can be found on the chicken. I'm going to be working on these 2 pieces of chicken breast in order to demonstrate what we're going to do with the rest of the chicken. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off the little back piece of chicken on the chicken breast. Now this piece can be used for chicken tenders. They're really, really good. Next, this is the key. We're going to cut these in half lengthwise. I'm going to hold my hand flat on the chicken breast. I have a super sharp knife. It's really important that your knives are sharp. And I'm just going to use a sawing motion to cut the chicken breast in half like this. And now, instead of 1 chicken breast, I have 2, and they're really thin. And it means that you don't have to pound your chicken until it's dead. It really works well. We're going to do this next one. Ready? Here we go. Ta-da! Now we have 4 beautiful thin chicken breasts, which we're going to use to make our spice packet chicken. See you after we do the rest of them. Now we're going to spray our pan with the non-stick vegetable spray. You want to put a really good coating on the pan so that the schnitzel doesn't stick to the pan. We're going to take our tongs and we're going to pull out the pieces, shake them off a little bit, and lay them in the pan. Make sure they're not overlapping. This is really, really easy. Now keep in mind that these pieces are also going to cook really quickly because they're so thin. So you really have to stay and watch them. Oh, we have room for a few more pieces, so we'll toss them in the bag. Each piece really doesn't require a lot of coating on it. So that's why when you have just 2 cups of coating, it works really well. And you don't have a lot of leftovers either. You can also do this recipe if you take a cookie sheet, spread aluminum foil on it, spray it. You can put it in the oven also at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes to 30 minutes. And that'll work too. But when I do it this way, it means I don't have to heat up my oven, and it gets a little crispier than if I had actually done it in the oven itself. I have room for 1 more little piece in my pan. This one will work. Perfect. A little bit of crumbs. Well, if you don't get it exactly right the first time, you can add a little crumbs afterwards. And now, we're going to let this cook for a few minutes, probably about 5 minutes on medium heat until it's ready to go. And then we're going to flip them. Well, our chicken is just about ready to be flipped. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our nonstick spray and we're going to spray the cutlets before we turn them over. Now if you notice the cutlets themselves, we know they're almost ready to be flipped because they're turning white along the edges. And that shows that they're done on one side. So here we go. We're going to spray them with the nonstick vegetable spray. Give them a good coating. And then we're going to take our spatula and we're just going to flip them over. See, they're nice and brown on one side. But increase the heat a little bit if they're not brown enough. Oh, that's a pretty one. Now if you like them a little brown, you can even let them go a little bit longer on one side and they'll be a little bit crispier. But be careful not to burn them. And this one's giving me a hard time. There we go. Now we're going to let these cook for another 5 minutes or so until they're completely cooked through. So exciting, can't wait.
Fine.
Well, our cutlets are done cooking. Our schnitzel looks beautiful, and we're going to take it out of the pan. We have a beautiful Shabbos tray all ready for them, waiting right here. How perfect is that? Now my kids love this. They want to schnucker it before Shabbos, so I always have to make a lot. They've been known to call the schnitzel Shnitzel. We don't correct them anymore because it's a waste of our time. That's just what they do. And now we're ready to do the next batch. We're going to respray our pan. Nice good spray. And then we're going to fill it with the new cutlets until they're all done. See you soon. Our second batch of chicken is ready. We're going to take it out of the pan. Look how golden brown it is. So pretty. And we're going to take our spatula, we're going to turn off our heat, and we're going to put them on our serving tray right here. Hooray! It's so exciting. Oh, too bad you don't have smell-o-vision. These are awesome. Set them up on the tray just like that. How beautiful is that? We have our chicken tenders ready to go also, but we're going to do those a little bit later and put them on a separate tray for the kids to schnucker later. I hope you enjoyed making this recipe for us. These are for Shabbos. I know they're going to go over really big. They always do. This has been really fun. I hope you'll join me next time for our next recipe. This is Sharon Matten, Edible Experience, Kosher Every Day. See you then! Blog, we have our unflavored packet, which is totally not true because it is flavored and it is the packet. And now I'm here in the meat section of my kitchen where I'm going to start preparing the chicken for you. Now I'm wearing a pair of gloves because I usually wear gloves when preparing chicken in order to avoid cross-contamination of the bacteria that you can find when using chicken. And now I'm talking way too much because it sounds ridiculous. So we're going to stop this and do it again.
Let's talk about the bacteria on the chicken.